community ought to be very, very proud. You are. Every time I'm around this community, I sense that, but you have reason to be, especially again today, as you have solved the problem and you've stepped up and done what needed to be done for the community. I'm incredibly honored to be here today. I agree that the most exciting part of this audience are the students. That is what this is all about. A recognition that you are the future of Tennessee. That those of us who are engaged right here, we're working really hard at the jobs that we have, but you are the future of our state. And that's why so many of us have put so much energy and so much thought, resources, partnership here to make this happen, because we do care about the future of our state, and you are it. Pat, when you stood up here to talk, you said you're as excited as you can be about this. You've been in the construction industry all your life, and so have I. My grandfather, my father, myself, 35 years in the construction industry, desperately needing workers and understanding how bad that problem is. Created our own training program in our company, and Miles is right. I talked about vocational and technical and agricultural education from the day I started thinking about running for governor. We brought forth the Governor's Investment in Vocational Education Act right off the bat from the very beginning, and we haven't stopped. It is not me and we as in us, it's we haven't stopped as a state. We're this, what's happening right here is a model for what else is happening across our state. We've had an ever increasing investment in CTE education every year. This year, it's $200 million toward our colleges of applied technology, but it also includes $500 million to expand CTE programs in high schools from one end of the state to the other. This is incredibly important to me because it's incredibly important to the future of our state. And to you students, I'm an old master plumber myself. You might not realize that, some of you young people. Doesn't mean I'm any good at it, but I did have that distinction. I worked with plumbers and pipe fitters and welders and electricians all my life. And there is a gift of connecting your brain to your hands that many students do not have. And we, in this state, want to develop opportunities for those who do have that gifting, to use it to develop a pathway to success for them going forward. That is what this enhanced focus on CTE education is about. It is changing the way we do high school, it's changing the way we do post-secondary. It is enhancing what we're doing in our four-year colleges. And here's why else it matters. People are coming to this state in record numbers. We're one of the most moved to states in America. You know why that is? There's a lot of reasons. One of them is I think we are America at its finest in this state. You know that in this community. People around America are seeing that across the country, and they're coming here. Not only are people moving here, but companies are moving here. Some of the most significant global brands have decided to make Tennessee their home, from East Tennessee all the way to West Tennessee. And those conversations, those companies are just ramping up more every day. Here's why it matters so much what we're doing here. When I sat across the table from the COO of one of the largest automotive companies in the world, who was deciding to build an automotive assembly plant for the first time in 50 years and make the largest investment that Ford Motor Company had ever made in the history of its corporation. When they were deciding on where it was that they wanted to come, I sat across the table from the COO and I said, we have a vision for creating the workers that you will need in your plant for years to come. And I talked about communities like this one, and our TCATs, and our high schools, and our partnerships with community colleges, and how we are building out a workforce in this state that's different from others. And I believe it was an incredibly important part of the decision that that company made when they decided to come here. This is important, not only because you students are the future of our state, but because our state is one of the most exciting, fast-growing states in America. And we have an obligation to get prepared for that and to make sure that any company that wants to come here knows that we're going to have the workers available to us. So I commend all of you. I'm not going to start acknowledging and recognizing and saying thank you. There are so many leaders here who have played an important role in this. I share your sentiment. I'm excited about this stuff. This is what this has been my life for 35 years. Vocational, technical, skilled trades, construction industry, and it is an incredibly important part of our state. And what we're doing right here is going to advance it, and most importantly, provide opportunity for those students out there that we have before. So thanks for having me. Thanks for all of the partnerships and all the people that had to come together to make this happen. You know what, Jason, you're right. Upper East is a very special place, and I have known that ever since I started coming up here. Jeff being a perfect example of that. But you ought to be real proud. You're showing the rest of the state. And let me tell you what, you're not just showing the rest of the state, because Tennessee is being seen by America in what we're doing here. So you're not only a model for Tennessee, but you're a model for America. Thanks for being here.